let me ask you, you knew that he had this history?
I found out the first time CPS got involved.
Okay, that was when she was 5 years old.
Yes.
Okay, and that was when there was some question of whether he had brushed up against her inappropriately in bed.
Correct.
Enough so that you called CPS.
I took her to the pediatrician and they called CPS.
And at that point, that's when you found out that he had a history of this. You didn't know it before then.
No.
And then you allow him access to not one, but two of your daughters, over which time, now, didn't he come and stay with you for several months?
That's not entirely correct.
Well, what part of it is not?
When, after the first incident, it was investigated by CPS, the police, and by...
I've read the file.
Okay. So at that point, I kicked him out of my house.
How did he molest for 8 years without access? You gave him access.
Exactly.
You said he was your best friend.
Yes.
You allowed him to sit with them, stay with them,
Yes.
supervise them in your absence.
Yes. When the incident...
So what the hell are you thinking?
When the incident happened and the police investigated and they said that, yes, what my daughter claimed had happened, but they did not feel that there was any wrongful intent. It was almost a year before I let him see my kids. When I talked to Liana about the charges that he had, she discussed it with me and she said that with all of the adopted kids coming in, all of the kids had sexual molestation problems, whatnot, that Trai had went to treatment, went to prison, and that as they grew up...
She is right. They are highly at risk in the foster system. No question about that.
So I believed his mother. I believed the police. Yes, I made a mistake. And you know, I have to live with that every single day. Every day, I feel like I just handed my kids
Then stop
on a platter.
defending it.
Defending what?
Stop defending that, oh, well, I didn't let him around him for a year.
I didn't, but
blah,
Dr.
blah,
Phil,
blah, blah.
when my kids
You gave him
crying,
access.
my
A
kids are
known
crying.
molester. You gave access to your children.
My kids are crying, wanting their dad. So I had to sit back and think, okay, these are trained professional people. Trained professional people. After the case, they did not say to me not to have him around my kids.
You did not have a trained professional tell you that those children were not at risk with this man having...
I most certainly did.
You had people, trained professionals tell you that there was not an increased risk
and the police department told me they did not say that I shouldn't have my kids around him. They did not tell me that they thought that he was a danger. They did not say anything. You read the report.